Picking up dog shit right now. My buddy Eddie Ifft is here. My mom's reviewing the Big Lebowski sticker out, and you're watching Kassem Show.
He was born in the 80s, somewhere in Jordan.
Now he lives in Los Angeles.
But we have no specific location. Kassem. 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 This is the show.
Get that shit out of my shot.
Okay, hey, welcome back. For those of you wondering if that was a really poor bit, no, I just had shit on the ground. So that's what we do on this show, right?
Yeah, that's where we're at.
It's organic.
Welcome back, you guys. For those of you that have been watching the show and tuning in over the last few weeks, you'll know that I have my daughter back. She is safe and sound.
She's back.
We are all together as a family once again. So thank you for all the nice comments and tweets that you've been sending in. Me and my one child, my one daughter.
The whole family's back? The whole family's back together?
all
Finally back to the show that we've been wanting to do
Ever
this whole
since
time.
we started it, we hoped we would get me and my only child here.
I'm such a bad uncle, man.
We've just wanted to do a normal podcast, and then this has all gotten in the way.
This got in the way of all these puppets and these guys, and they, you know, we were just trying to give you guys some just straight down the middle of the road podcast,
Yeah.
you know, and all this other stuff got in the way.
It got
many
weird,
guys.
yeah. Definitely got weird.
So many
Hey,
guys.
like we've been doing recently, I'm going to bring on the guest early on so he can sit with us, sit through John the News, sit through Mom Movie Reviews so we could chat. You guys want to welcome him on?
Yeah.
It's my
Yeah.
buddy Eddie Ifft. He's a stand-up comedian, all-around great guy. He's been doing comedy longer than... Yeah, no, you can come in anywhere.
We're
yeah.
over here.
Just careful, that's where the shit was.
It's gone.
Real life shit.
Hey.
Hi,
Hi.
That's your mark.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah. Nice.
there was a good butt
Hi guys,
grab.
how are you?
Yeah.
That was
Eddie?
a good
That's
butt
good.
grab.
Eddie,
Eddie,
good to see you.
Eddie,
And
Eddie.
all you people out there in the world.
Here, come over here.
That's my seat.
Yeah, unless you want me to bring it over there.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
A bit of an outcast.
It's like, that way it's like my crew,
Okay.
you know, and they're kind of like the peanut gallery.
Interesting.
And over,
side,
and
west
over here,
side.
yeah, over here is the real talent, the real guy.
Are we the fluff? We're the fluff.
Yeah, you guys are just the in-between.
Am I really part of your crew? That's cool.
Well, we let Vinny stay here. He doesn't.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah, he
live
lives
here.
in the Airstream.
Does he really?
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah. It definitely has a different smell than when I first got it.
More Italian, huh?
Yeah.
Musky,
Yeah.
macho.
Italian / just BO, like onions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I cook onions and peppers in there a lot.
You bring any ladies back here?
Sometimes.
Do you really?
Well, I thought it was a lady, but
Don't be that shocked.
I don't know.
Don't be that shocked
I
already,
just
Eddie.
think that would be hard to like.
You
be
know
like,
you have to clear that with
comes
me
here and
first.
she's like, "Oh my God, your house is so nice," and you're like, "Well, actually."
actually, yeah,
You
she's
know,
like,
we'll just hang out. We'll do a rustic backyard hang.
they usually leave, you know.
Yeah.
Dad bods are in though, you know, I heard, so.
Better than a Prius.
I'll get that later. Hey, how have you been?
I've been surviving.
Yeah, so
We just.
I don't want to say how old you are,
I'm old.
but you've been doing comedy,
Methuselah.
I want to say 20 years
I
now.
think
Whoa.
it's 21 years this year.
And
Congrats.
My career
Wow.
is allowed to drink.
Those are the Clinton years. Wow, I started during the Clinton years.
Yeah, my
Respect.
career can finally drink.
you've been doing comedy since before MySpace was around.
Yeah, I did comedy when we had videotapes.
Wow.
Like you would get your tape and send it to someone for them to watch. That was the thing. Like, let me see your tape.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
And you'd have to edit it on a VCR.
Yeah.
Correct, Kassem.
Was that beta?
No, I was post beta.
Oh, okay.
I was VHS,
Oh, okay.
and then disc, and now we do shows and they give you the little
A
thumb
USB drive.
Yeah.
Do you remember when
I'm
we
like, can you just email me this set? Oh no, here, take this. Okay.
that must have rocked your world, but you've always been like very good at rolling with the technology as it came along, like promoting yourself. Like I met you on MySpace,
Yeah.
and you were using MySpace as a way to like promote gigs.
Try to get laid.
Did that work? Like I'll put you in my top 8, you know?
But I do think girls were a lot sluttier on MySpace than they are Facebook.
Did that rule?
Really?
Yeah, because MySpace, their parents weren't going on it.
Ah.
You know, so
Yeah.
it was like their parents didn't know, so they're like, look at me, you know, like, and where
Yeah.
Facebook, it's like, no, Dad, no, I didn't post that picture.
Yeah.
That was some other guy.
Yeah.
Also
you're
on my
constantly at your grandparents' house when you're on Facebook. It's just everyone can see.
That's exactly.
You're in the
what's
middle of the town square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch the grandparents thing. I'm done with
It's
that.
very different, and like you can't really pimp out your Facebook page like you could with the MySpace. Like I always felt like you could really gauge how slutty a woman was by how long her MySpace page took to load,
Interesting.
because there's all the glitter, all like the unicorns hopping on the bottom, and the shooting stars, and then the rap music or whatever.
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
track.
the like, yeah.
You ever go on a woman's page and have to pause the song?
Yeah, because the volume's too loud on your computer.
Before their picture comes up, you hear
Yeah.
the music, and you're like, oh, batten
man.
down the hatches
Yeah.
for this one.
This one's gonna be easy.
This girl's got some issues.
Yeah. Well, that's how I found you. You actually had a real clean, easy to load MySpace.
Oh, nice.
page.
I've always been the kind of guy that like keep it simple, stupid. I don't know how to do any of this stuff, so I just get people to do it for me, and then I don't know. But I did like MySpace because there was this I don't know. I don't know. I felt like when MySpace died. I mean, I'm still on MySpace. I'm the only one on MySpace.
The last guy.
It's MySpace.
Oh, nice.
Like if you look,
Oh shit.
It's called
It's-
Eddie's space.
it's Tom's picture isn't up anymore. It's just.
Oh, yeah. What happened to Tom?
Oh, you're
Hey.
in front of the whiteboard with all the random equations?
Do you want to hear something funny about Tom? One day I'm on Twitter and you see like who like likes you or whatever, and I see Tom from MySpace.
Hell yeah.
And I go, this can't be Tom.
And it said Tom for MySpace?
Yeah,
He
Tom.
just can't,
Tom.
I guess he can't just be Tom.
No, he's not going to go down to just Tom.
And I went, this can't be him. And then I looked, and sure enough, it was him. And he was talking about Hawaii. He's always in Hawaii taking photos. And I look, and I was like, that's kind of weird. Why would Tom follow me? Well, maybe he needs friends again. And so I'm at a wedding, and I tell somebody, I go, yeah, Tom from MySpace just started following. And they go, nah. And I go, look, I pull him up, and they go, talk to him. And I go, send him a message. I go, hey, Tom, what are you doing? He goes, nothing, man. What are you up to?
He's
I'm
just
friends
Tom.
with Tom.
Yeah.
I'm really friends with Tom.
Just wearing a T-shirt.
So we started talking back and forth, and I had done this MySpace competition,
I remember that.
and he, I guess, oversaw some of it, and so remembered me from that, and that's why he had added me.
That's why he's loyal. He's a loyal guy.
Seems like a
You
nice-
used to put out bulletins, and that's how I found you. You put out a MySpace bulletin that said, looking for interns for a podcast. This was in 2007.
Was that the year? Because I'd love to know.
You were doing a or maybe it was,
It was a
it's
podcast called
2007.
Wingmen.
You and Brian Callen
Right.
hosted. Brian Callen, who's now on The Fighter and the Kid with Brendan Schaub.
Yep.
But you and him were doing a podcast before anyone else that I knew.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know, it was better than most of the shit you see now, but it was you and him riffing with a guest and talking about like your dating experiences,
Yeah.
your sex
Yeah.
life. And I remember like you put out the bulletin and I answered it, and I didn't get any response back for like a month. And then I was like, all right, yeah, whatever. I'll just send him one every like couple weeks or something. And I sent like 3 of them.
Persistence. That's why you
And
get
that's
the
exactly
job.
what you said. You said, hey, I appreciate your persistence. Why don't you come on down and, you could, we can meet you and see how this goes. And I
Nice.
was living in Ventura County, and I like drove an hour down to,
I didn't even know you drove that far. You drove the truck. I remember you had
yeah, I still have it.
the badass Baja truck.
Yeah, still got it, man. And now I'm a Baja champion.
Did you win?
I went with Andy Bell.
I remember that.
Out of pity, he took me and we raced stock full and won our class.
Did
Thank
you? Were you like navigator? What-
I was co-pilot, yeah.
Okay. So
yeah,
when
yeah.
you co-pilot, is
Can't even look outside of the windows. Your eyes are on the GPS the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like so stressful because you're like, you got a 90-degree right turn coming up in 1,000 feet, 750 feet, 500 feet, 250 feet, and then you're in
That's
it.
terrifying.
And then you just got to go to the next one.
So you didn't get to like look around and wave to people.
I had the horn. I had to do
Look,
the
a
horn and the
cactus.
GPS. And every 45 minutes, we'd come over a berm, and there was a Mexican family out in the middle of nowhere with a bonfire going, yeah. And then you just got to honk your horn at them. One, to just let them know, hey, we see you. And then 2 is like, just in case any one of your kids are in the street, we're we're going by at 80 miles an hour. So.
It'd be rude to not honk.
Yeah, you got to honk. But so I answered the bulletin, and then you sent it back, and then I came and met you and Brian, and the first guest you had was a porn star. Her name, Kaylani Lay.
Kaylani Lay.
And I had to.
Very nice girl,
You guys
actually.
were so funny, and after it went all down, I had to like walk her to her car because it was like 1 a.m. and I had school the next day. And I walked her out to her little car, and she pops the
That's where
trunk.
the assault charges
Yeah.
came from.
Oh, I've been wanting
She
to
pops
know
her
this
trunk,
story.
boxes of her movies. And then she was like, okay. She took like one of each, and she gave me a stack of DVDs. She's like, okay, you can keep these. Just make sure you give one to Brian and one to Eddie. And I was like, oh my God,
never
this is
got
better
mine,
than
weirdly.
cash. Because you could. This wasn't like there wasn't free porn back then. There was like pay
No,
sites
yeah,
only.
you're right. You're right.
And those DVDs stayed in the DVD player.
Yeah, that was a real commodity back then.
Yeah, she
now
knew.
someone would hand you it, you'd be like, what am I gonna do with this?
This is dragging me down already, just
I
having
know.
this right now.
Yeah, it's a coaster.
She was nice. That show was fun. We said that show was, if Love Lines was the show that would tell you how not to get an STD, our show would teach you how to get one.
Yeah.
Found your niche.
Yeah.
It
And
was good.
It was good because at the time I was single.
But you were too early
It's the story of my
of
career.
your life.
Did you burn the podcast energy out early? Like,
We
could you
did
still
it,
do
and there was just no feedback, no one would. There wasn't the
There wasn't
interaction that
iTunes.
was going on right now with
Yep.
like people tweeting back to you. So we didn't know how it was doing. We weren't even getting numbers. We didn't.
Yeah.
We're like, we put this out there, and is anybody listening?
You have to
this?
call the webmaster and be like, how many page visits did we get?
Yeah, that
yesterday?"
was kind of it. There was no
Yeah.
Libsyn. There was no
Like a
one.
message in a bottle, huh? You just
Yeah.
throw it out there.
And I never heard from a person saying, hey, I really like your show. And recently somebody that worked there at the company that made it sent me them all. And we're thinking about uploading them. I think we only made
Oh, really?
10. Yeah.
Oh, that's good of them.
Yeah, because they were funny. And
I think Tom liked it.
we had an episode that was crazy. We had Phil Verone, who you might know from...
I was there. Oh, but yeah, he told a crazy story.
One of the craziest stories I've ever heard
The
in my life.
mother-daughter story.
Yeah, he had a mother-daughter threesome.
If you upload that, that'd be a treat for everyone's
So
ears.
Phil Verone, for those of you out there, was the drummer in Saigon Kick and Skid Row, which were two like glam bands,
Yeah.
I guess you could call them. And he was also, you might know him from Celebrity Rehab.
Oh yeah, that's probably.
But-
Speaking of Dr. Drew, yeah.
But he came on the show and he's telling us about what it was like to be a rock star. And we're like, what's the craziest thing? Like, and we didn't think we were going to get the story we got.
No, he was an open book.
Mother-daughter?
A mother-daughter.
Yeah, that's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Do they touch?
But you can
Next
put
level.
the two
Yeah.
they touch.
That's next level.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like incest is very in right now because of Game of Thrones, but this was pre
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Handed a curve on all fronts.
Yeah. So okay, so that's where I met you, and then you did 10 episodes, and then you went to Australia because you do comedy there a quarter of the year.
Because I have an accent there.
Yeah,
And
type of
apparently,
accent do you have there?
people don't like things like them. So, so I'm in that white male demographic right now that's not doing too well here in this
I don't know.
country.
You guys are gonna have a resurgence. I think all you white guys are gonna get together, form a
We
club.
gotta all die off. I think
I
we
don't.
need to all die off.
I don't think we are, because our leaders are white supremacists. Our spokespeople
We're
are
done.
like,
Yeah.
as a white male, you're like,
We're done.
yeah, we can't. If you speak up, you're like,
Yeah.
Nazi. So you're like, I'm not.
It's over.
I hate my people.
Yeah.
I hate.
Yeah. What do you do?
I hate
white
you,
people.
you white
I
man.
hate white people.
What are you guys gonna do?
We
Just
give up.
hate you
We
guys.
just-
I hate white people. I love you.
I'm Italian, so I'm not white.
Yeah, you're not white.
And you married a white.
I know. I
Did,
made- I
and
made
you
it
have
even
a
worse.
white daughter.
I made
You're
it
one
even-
ticket out.
My daughter is 1/16 Chinese.
Well, thank God. Thank God for that. What a
Wait.
blessing.
Yes.
Well, that's enough to keep her safe for when they
Yeah.
take over.
My wife is an eighth Chinese. Her dad is a quarter Chinese. His mother half Chinese.
Okay.
I've met your wife. She does not look
Chinese at all?
Chinese. I mean, my cameraman John's Chinese.
Yeah, she doesn't look like John.
He's Korean. Okay, whatever.
So,
Might be a little Chinese.
like, I have a crazy family. Like, my father-in-law is a former NFL football player. Like, played for the Eagles. He was big dude, crazy
Oh,
guy.
Donovan McNabb.
What's that?
That's very impressive. You think Donovan McNabb.
Yeah, I mumbled through it.
He doesn't know much about football, and he just managed to rifle off
That's
the
more of a
most
reference than I could, like.
Nice.
I wouldn't know. Like if you said to me, name an eagle right now, I'd be like, Michael Vick, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it, because he killed dogs. That's all I know.
He did that.
He was very famous for that.
Mark Wahlberg.
He probably killed some dogs. He hurt like an old Chinese man, I think.
Yeah, true. But his story, his mother was a Olympic figure skater in Germany, and she was half Chinese, living in Germany.
Oh.
But when she lived in Germany, this was like back in the 30s, she was in the Hitler Youth.
Oh!
Because you had to be as a child. If you were like an athlete, they just made you do it.
That's a movie they haven't made yet.
And then
Chinese Hitler Youth?
that's pretty insane.
Somebody
That like Hitler was like, hey, I'm trying to make this master race, but you skate really well, you little Chinese kid. Now get over here. Don't you dare tell anybody that you're half
Holy
Chinese.
smokes. Just when you thought the Chinese were the worst people in the world, here you come with this Hitler connection.
Yeah.
I always knew it was that Hitler guy, though.
Oh my gosh.
So then her grandfather was in the war, came over, fought in all the famous battles and everything, met her in a bar where they had figure skating.
Wait, he was in the war
gotta
for
get
the
it.
Germans?
No, he was in the war for the United States.
Because he came.
Met her, and then they did the whole Sound of Music thing up over the mountain and left.
Nice.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's a pretty crazy story.
They did what?
He
They
sneaked
sung
her-
on top of a mountain.
The
left.
hills are
I'm
They
alive
ran away from the Nazis.
with the sound of music.
And you heard that they did this song?
No.
Probably
Jeez.
pre.
This is why white people were dying off.
Just,
Please kill me now.
so
End
now,
me.
You find a way to do it, I'll jump with you.
so you've been doing podcasts since they were a thing,
Yeah.
and before they were a thing, and then they became a thing, and then now you stopped, but you started doing a podcast show out of a bus, but now it's just a show?
It's
Still a podcast?
It's a video podcast and an audio podcast.
Called The Bingle Show. You guys can find it on iTunes.
Yeah.
Bingle.
Bingle.
The Bingle.
Bingle. B-I-N-G-L-E. Bingle.
Tell me about The Bingle Show, because I remember when you said, I'm going to make a show out of a school bus, and then you spent a year and $200,000 retrofitting a school
It's
bus.
not a joke.
It's a hell of a school bus. You painted it rust-colored.
I painted it shit brown. I found out the government said I bought a yellow short school bus because I thought the joke.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did a Kickstarter. I bought the bus for $11,000. We probably put about $85,000 into the bus.
Holy cow.
And now I'm not joking you when I tell you it's worth about $500.
Oh.
It's worth about $500. So it was
I'm
really
doing
smart.
that math.
Oh, my God.
When I looked at it after it was all said and done, I'm like, I could have bought like one of those Mercedes vans
Yeah, the
and
Sprinter, the nice one.
just got, like a Zoom recorder and a Mevo camera,
Got the job
done the whole
Same thing.
Some
Can
of
take
them-
the family out on weekends. Very practical.
Now my neighbors hate me. The bus sits in my driveway.
Oh my gosh.
My wife wants to leave me.
Is it sleepable? Can you sleep in that bus?
You can.
It looks
sort of.
really nice on the inside. There's like a
amazing
TV
inside.
built in, there's games, there's a bar, there's
On the outside, there's cameras and audio, so wherever we park, you can sit outside and watch the show that's going on inside.
yeah.
Whoa.
There's one of the fun things we found driving around the country. We did a tour this summer. Is that the microphone with the sound? We can change the audio to sound like.
I'm coming to kill you.
And so like,
Cool.
it's really fun when you pull up at a red light.
Yeah.
You're like,
You in the red truck.
Some Ken Kesey stuff.
yeah, it was fun, and it got us arrested.
You do it with Jason?
Jason's no longer on the show.
Oh my God, he's either on the show or off the show. You're going through a no Jason period.
We're in a no Jason zone.
Jason's used to be his co-host, and I met Jason when I was doing Boardwalk interviews, and he was drunk and stumbled over.
Really?
His face was, he looked like W.C. Field, very red cheeks, and
Jason's a guy who I found on the beach, who ended up walking my dogs, who I found out his wife, after 12 years of marriage, left him because she was a lesbian. but she left him for a man.
Oh shit.
So,
That'll give you a sense
So
of humor.
confusing.
so I kind of felt like I needed to take him in.
He just wakes up every morning and is like, why?
Funny enough, one time he was up in my bathroom, and I lived in Venice near the boardwalk, and he's up in my bathroom sitting on the toilet, and a guy was fixing the wires, he was on a telephone pole fixing the wire, and Jason didn't realize the guy was like almost as far as Kassem and I right now. And Jason's sitting on the toilet going, why? Why me? Why? And he said the guy looks in and goes, it's gonna get better.
Oh no.
And he felt like the guy was gonna like put his hand on him and be like,
That's so
it's gonna
brutal.
be okay.
Did
Oh
the
my
wife
gosh.
leave him for a more like girly man?
I don't know about the dude,
A
but
more effeminate man?
Yeah,
but
someone like me.
I could talk for 7 hours about Jason.
Yeah.
At one point, his mom had cancer, and he didn't have any money to go see her. So I had the fans drive him across the country.
Wow.
So I would have them relay him across the country from fan to fan to fan. And he was supposed to, the goal was to get there in 3 days to be there for her last treatment of chemo. But it took him 3.5 months. And he partied like you've never seen anyone party in your life.
No.
And
Did
he
he
had
make
the
it?
best time of
That's
his
how
life.
he
Please
dealt
tell me
with
she
it.
was still alive
Yeah.
when he got there.
We don't know.
We didn't care. No.
We don't know.
Sauvage.
He had a good time on the trip. But the best part I found out was the last, he was 5 miles down the road from his parents' house for like a month. The last fan. And I was like, why? He's like, they were really fun. They had this nice house. Their refrigerator was always, and he came back. I gave him $20
Yeah.
to go. I said, here's $20. He came back with $19.
Wow. Wow.
3.5 months.
We spend $1 on it.
That's a challenge. That's a reality show that could be on ABC.
He lived in the Hustler Club in Las Vegas. In the Hustler Club.
Not on top.
Well, he was on the patio a lot, but
Wow.
He
and
could
I
go up
get
there,
these
that's fine.
Is that where he was born? Did he come alive from the back room, champagne room seats and just kind of turned into
no,
a
but I have
human?
videos of him with an elephant G-string on, covering his penis and dancing on stage with the strippers, singing the theme song to our podcast. I got a call from him one day. He's like, "You got to get out here. We're doing a charity event. Me and David Arquette are jumping out of an airplane with all the strippers to raise money for breast cancer awareness." And I was
Dope
like,
team up. Dope team up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Well, all right. I'm sorry to hear that you two are in off mode right now, but I look forward to you guys will be back. You've broken up more times than
He
Ross
usually-
and Rachel.
Yeah, he would break up with me,
Sweet
get a
90s.
job, and then the fans would yelp wherever he was working and get him fired. so he drives.
Those talking shit fans.
He drives an Uber right now. So we're just trying to figure out how we're gonna get him cut from Uber or
All right, if you guys are watching, you too can help get Jason Auer fired. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we've got John the News, more from Eddie, and my mom reviewing Big Lebowski. We'll be right back after this.
Thanks again to the fine folks at Squarespace.com for sponsoring today's episode of The Kassem Show. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. Do you make awesome graphic tees and need a place to sell them, or want to show off your beautiful food photography online? Squarespace can help. This summer they launched 16 new and beautiful award-winning designer templates that can help you create an online identity, whether you're starting a new business or just want to show off a cool hobby you've been working on. With their all-in-one platform, it's super easy to create a beautiful website because there's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever. If you want to sell products or services online, Squarespace allows you to manage your products, orders, and inventory easily. Got a website question or problem at 2:30 a.m.? Squarespace is there to help. With their award-winning 24/7 customer support, they're available night and day if you need anything at all. They've also made it simple to set up or transfer your domain to Squarespace. So if you have a third-party domain, let's say from GoDaddy, you can easily switch that to Squarespace. Instead of working with multiple vendors to maintain your online presence, you're able to manage all of your domain and billing settings with Squarespace and take advantage of their easy-to-use DNS interface. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com and go to squarespace.com/CassemG to get 10% off your first purchase. That's squarespace.com/CassemG to get 10% off your first purchase.
Welcome back. Wasn't that a fun break?
Nice break.
Thank you, Squarespace.
Kind of needed that.
Hey, it's time for my Chinese cameraman's news segment, ladies and
That's not
gentlemen.
who-
John
that's not what he
News. Come on over, babe.
How dare you? I'm excited.
John News. How T-minus? John's gonna be a father very soon.
Congratulations.
thank you.
That's awesome.
2 weeks? 3 weeks? 4 weeks.
Girl.
They're better. Except in your country.
And anything he should know going into this, like that you wish somebody would have told you?
Yeah, know about meconium.
Meconium?
You don't know?
That's
No,
a
what's
fluid.
that?
Is that a fluid?
It's the first shit they ever take.
Call me for that one.
It's a 9-month shit. They hold it in.
What?
I'm not kidding. I held a shit for 3 days once. I went to Coachella.
But not 9 months.
3 days. And you should have seen that. Imagine a 9-month. It looks like the BP oil spill when it comes out.
Is there a thing where like the babies well, hold on, the babies stay in there too long and then they shit inside?
I don't think
And
they
some women die?
That's shit.
Meconium. Meconium, John.
Meconium, John.
Yeah,
I didn't shit for 6 days at outdoor school one time because I didn't. There were no.
Oh, like
there were
sixth
no.
grade
There were no
camp? Yeah.
stall doors.
I never shit in grade school ever at school because I was in first grade. My cousin and his friend were in second grade, and we used to meet at the bathroom and kick the stall doors in to catch people shitting. And
You're the reason.
one time, I don't want to say the guy's name, but I'll give you his first name. It's Paul. Thank you. We kicked the door in, and this guy Paul is standing there with shit like on his hands, on his shirt, on his pants, on the floor. They were like, you know how you make dribble sandcastles? They were on the toilet seat. It was on the walls like a murder had happened. And he's just standing there and he looks at us like, and we're like.
That was happening before you even kicked in the door.
Yeah, like that. He had done.
Paul was getting
there was
naughty.
a crime scene, and a 7-year-old and 2 8-year-olds, bam! And we were just like, oh, we didn't want to see this. And we go running out, and I don't know why, we went to the principal's office and told on him.
Get him out of there.
Well,
God.
let me tell you this. So Pooh Man Paul, who was known as Pooh Man Paul, had to leave and go to another school.
Oh, no.
Of the name, the nickname got to him?
Because the nickname.
Yeah.
Principal wasn't wondering why you were kicking doors in to watch people.
No, I know. Like in retrospect, I'm like, we should have.
You guys are heroes.
We should have been kicked out of school, and no one should have ever heard about Pooh Man Paul.
Those sandcastles were supposed to be private.
But I
Oh
mean,
my
he just
God.
had, and he was wearing a white shirt. I remember.
Well, what?
Like
Was
that,
this an
that
everyday
left an
thing for
indelible
him?
mark on my head.
What was his next move if you didn't kick the door?
Was he German?
That's a good question.
So many questions.
Yeah.
Oh
back
my
to class.
gosh.
But I wonder about Paul now, what he's doing.
He works with 2 girls, 1 cup, I'm sure.
He's in the
Holy
shower.
smokes. John, anyone ever shit in your high school?
Nothing like that. I mean,
is grim.
why weren't there any stall doors at your 6th grade camp? That's
Yeah,
really
that's-
weird.
There was just curtains.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't poop with curtains?
Yeah, it was up in Malibu we went for 6th grade camp. It was up,
Where?
I don't know, it was like near
Leo
Calamigos.
Carrillo.
Leo Carrillo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we walked down to the beach.
Yeah.
And I was walking like, oh man, I hope we
Yeah.
don't have dinner tonight because I have no more room. No more room to store this poop.
And then you had to sit.
And then I had dinner. And then we had to square dance. We had to
That's
square
literally
dance.
like you have to have so much confidence to open it up every step.
I asked Megan White if she would like to promenade with me. On
Promenade.
a full rectum.
And did
All right,
you-
anyways.
Oh, I went to a friend of mine in college. I went to visit him once at his fraternity house, and I went, and they didn't have stall doors on their bathrooms. They also didn't have stalls.
Oh no.
Just toilet after
No.
toilet after toilet.
Yeah, like the army.
And I walked into the bathroom in the morning to with my toiletries to go shower, and I just look in, and there's like 3 guys sitting next to each other, like you guys, just taking a dump, and I was like, oh no. And I just went to my friend, and I went, what do you guys do? This is like Full Metal Jacket. This is not normal. And he goes, what, man? You got a problem shitting next to me? And I was like, what's that pizza shop across the street, do they have a bathroom? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I'll be over there.
I feel like a better system would be the 4-leaf clover where everyone's backs are to each other. That way
I
you
agree.
don't.
That's safe. That's safety.
You
Well, I
catching?
never
You're
thought
catching
about that,
perif.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's just you
And
taking
then,
care of your
yeah,
guy.
It's
it
one
would make
hole.
the tank. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
One hole.
Wow.
Let's do it.
Half of the battle is the sound and what
The
you
sound.
is.
The sound. I don't even like the sound when I'm in an airport
No,
bathroom.
no.
And it's, am I the only guy that doesn't have massive like diarrhea? Like I sit down and I hear like, and I'm like,
Everyone's stressed out.
and I'm
That's
like,
really
why are,
stressful.
what? You shouldn't be traveling. You should be
Yeah.
in a hospital.
Dudes make the most effeminate, weird sounds when they're in a stall, especially in an airport where they know they don't know anyone. But I swear I heard a guy go, "Oh, please, no, good." And he was saying it like he just found out his parents died, but also they were in the toilet when he looked between his legs. Like it was the strangest.
I like praying like a sniper in World War II who really wants to kill. Please, Lord,
Please
help me guide this one.
help me, God.
When
I am your
Give
vessel.
me the strength.
Yeah.
I used to work at a ski resort, and one of my best friends was this guy named Kevin Gollier. And when you get in a ski, like a ski resort bathroom, everyone, they're fully clothed with you got to take off
Lot
so
of
much
zippers.
clothes. He would sit in one of the stalls with a whoopee cushion and aim it down in the toilet and just go, oh no, oh dear baby Jesus, oh, Mother Mary, oh, and we would be like washing our hands just in there to like be spectating and cramping up. We're laughing so fun, and people in there like somebody call an ambulance. That guy's dying.
Jeez. And now he's on President Trump's council for
Yeah,
something.
he's up there.
Guys like that can make it now.
Yeah.
Guys like that can make it. All right, I'm sorry.
I'm
You
glad
had
we
news?
got that out. We needed to do that. We
Merconium.
all really needed top
Merconium.
food.
Watch out for merconium.
Yeah.
Merconium.
Yeah.
It's pure.
First
It's
step.
like oil. It's like
Get
a
lot.
slick.
It looks like it looks like the BP oil spill.
Yeah.
Bring a lot of wipes.
Got it.
You're
Yeah.
just gonna keep
Can't wait.
wiping.
You're
and
gonna get
wiping.
very comfortable with shit very fast.
Yeah.
Get used to it, baby.
Story number 1. Narcos location scout shot and killed in Mexico.
What?
Carlos Munoz Portal worked for the production company Red Rum. He was location scouting
Oh
at San
wow, Red
Bartolo.
Rum they're called.
Dangerous
Yeah,
production
classic.
company.
Kubrick, or not Kubrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
But just
Stephen
how?
King.
What's the word? Ironic?
Anyway. Oh,
yeah.
Serendipitous?
Serendipitous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He was
I'd say
found
more
in one of the
irony.
places that had one of the highest murder rates in Mexico.
I wouldn't want to
Oh,
call that
I shouldn't
serendipitous.
know.
Authorities are having trouble piecing together the story. They can't really. They
how
don't know
can they?
exactly what happened, but.
Because the
it's probably
authorities are
shady.
also in the cartel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he probably like had some illegal connections.
But that just shows you how like good and realistic portrayal that show is and
yeah, they
does.
go to real places.
Real places where.
No, you don't have to, but.
What? How do you get the next location scout hired for that show?
Yeah.
You just go to Riverside.
He scouted Sicario too, right?
Yes,
Yeah, it's a shame. You shouldn't make fun of it, John.
I think. Yeah.
should
Why are
stop.
you doing that? It's
John,
kinda-
cut out the jokes and the gags.
Is that
Sorry.
funny in China?
Just say a
Yeah.
story and
well,
then
season
deliver
4
it.
it was about.
You're about to be a father.
I know, John.
Do not riff on this.
Dad.
Well, yeah. Sorry. R.I.P.
That's fucked up Macernium.
Story number 2. Jogger nicknamed the Mad Pooper, wanted for defecating in front yards.
Oh, we already got this out of our system.
We already got a very
That's my
shit heavy
father-in-law.
episode.
My father-in-law has done that. He going on a run, and he's just like, I gotta take a shit. And I'm like, okay, let's hurry home. And he's like, I'll just go in that yard. Are you serious? Swear to God.
If I don't have a wipe system, I shit in the woods once. It was not a solid, double tapered, pinched end to end shit. It was wet. And I was riding a bike home, and my friend George was riding behind me, and he threw up because he was downwind of me, and I had to throw away my underwear.
I
I had
hope,
to stop
away
and
the
throw
bike.
away my underwear.
I hope if you're watching at home, you sat down with a nice mac and cheese to watch the show. Maybe some avocado toast. Maybe some
on.
beans on toast. And
It
I
started
hope you got a
with
good
that-
meal with you while you're watching this show.
Started with that doggy bag, dude.
It started with me picking up
Yeah.
dog shit. And
Something's up.
did you
Welcome
write this because of the dog
to
shit?
the episode.
Not
Okay.
at all.
I did a show talking shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. What's next, Chinaman?
Well, yeah. Well, a jogger.
That ties into Big Lebowski, which my mom is reviewing later.
Yeah, not the proper nomenclature.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very cool quote.
Yeah. Anyways.
In other
Johnny, you
news-
cool with this? Do you need me to? You want me to step in or anything? You cool
No.
with that?
Story number 3. Massive dildos and butt plugs found in 2,000-year-old ancient tomb.
You were on one.
Omar sent,
were
Omar sent this to me this morning.
You are a dirty father.
They found 2,000-year-old jade butt plugs like a week ago.
Wait, oh, they weren't new butt plugs. This
No,
was
they're like ancient butt plugs
They were
and
found
dildos.
buried along with the ancient
How do
tombs.
they know that's what they were?
They didn't have
China.
plastic
They know.
back then, so what were they making them out of?
I'm gonna guess
Jade
jade.
and stone.
Wow.
Ouch!
They have been laced into place with leather or silk thongs. The jade butt plug was inserted into the body post-mortem
Oh, they were in
to
there.
keep the spirit of the dead intact.
Oh,
used to
they've been
seal the
lying
body
for it.
Because that's
and
where the
keep
spirits
the vital
come out?
essence-
The chi.
Yep,
You,
the chi.
you shit your spirit right now.
Could you carve a dildo out of a bone?
Oh, I could
Oh,
carve
yeah.
a dildo out of anything. Give me whatever raw material you want. I'll carve a dildo out of Jello.
God, let me be your guiding hand as I send this
Let me
bullet
carve this
through
dildo.
my
Let me
enemies.
carve this dildo right and realistic. Lord, give me the strength to get that vein right.
That's gross. All your stories were gross. Thank you.
Gross
Okay,
guy.
ladies and gentlemen, John now with his news. Get out of here, you son of a bitch. Well, it's time for Mom's movie review. Should we do it?
Hope she's covered in shit.
Come
I'm sorry.
on.
I'm sorry. That felt bad coming out.
What is?
That felt bad.
She's
before I
watching
finished
this
that.
right now.
I really don't want her to be covered in shit. I don't
Oh
want her
my
to be covered in
God.
shit. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna ask her if she heard that.
Let's just drop it.
You know, knowing our,
Somewhere?
she's in Hawaii, and we would normally throw it up as a really nice produced segment on Skype where it takes up the whole screen, but she doesn't know how to do that, so we just have to FaceTime her on a laptop.
She's wearing a "Y'all Need Jesus" shirt.
Is she really?
Mom wearing an y'all need Jesus. Mom, say hi to Eddie. This
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mrs. G.
hi, this is Eddie.
How are you?
Over.
What part of Hawaii are you in? What part of Hawaii are you
We're
in?
in Hawaii. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't give the
We don't
address.
want because they can find you. Don't say it, Mom. Okay, here we go. I got the mic. Hey, Mommy. Hi, Mommy.
Mommy.
Mommy, can you hear me, Mommy?
We have the same problem.
Can you hear me? Can you hear? And Mom. And hello, Mommy.
Hello.
Okay,
How
Mom.
are we doing?
All right, go ahead. Tell us about the movie you watched, which was The Big Lebowski, written and directed by Joel and Ethan Coen, starring Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi, and others.
Impressive,
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
impressive cast
Okay.
list you had there.
It was the first movie, guys. You give it to me. It was so funny. I was laughing hysterically.
Good, you deserve it.
It was an incident in this movie happened, related to our family.
Oh, to your family.
Wait, what?
Okay, the scene. Auntie Ahmed, she has very big collection of carpets, very very expensive
Oh,
carpets.
okay.
So
Okay.
I was imagining if somebody from outside and he be in one of her carpets. So I was laughing hysterically to see the reaction when he said, "Not in the carpet, man, not in the carpet," which is it is not my the carpet is my sister's hair. The second one, my brother, he was driving his car and he was parked his car in the garage, and all of a sudden this is the small animals they throw it to him to Jeff Bridges in the big top. One small animal is just exactly like the same one. He found it in his car and during his driving, and this animals was screaming and my brother was screaming and that it was hilarious.
So this one really hit close to home.
Sorry?
This movie hit close to home.
Yes, and even your father and your uncle, I was putting the headphones and I was laughing hysterically and they blamed themselves they did not see the movie with me because, oh my God, this kind of movie she's laughing, which is, I never laughed in any movie you gave it to me before. The movie, it is very nice, and I think it related this for this group, the dude group in 60s and 70s. You know, it collects, you know, during the Vietnam War, and this man actually, it is the dude is it's a real personality. Lives in Los Angeles, and his hobby, he's laid back, he has nothing to do, but I think he's involved by force. I don't know, in Hollywood, I don't know. But Jeff Bridges, the first time, he's not my favorite, you know, when it comes to actor, but he was hilarious in this movie.
Yeah.
And
So
I
fun.
am thinking to watch this movie again.
Wow.
Do it.
You know, it is
Okay.
every character was in.
First repeat viewer. So how? What's your
John
score?
Goodman.
What do you want to give the score?
5.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Okay, John Goodman, he all his life, you know, just cracked me, but this time, you know, just when you get the gun, you put it 0 or not 0. And poor guy, everything he assumes, he think it is right, but it's screwed up. And all the movie, it is, you know, it is in a side, and the character of Jesus.
Jesus, yeah, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, and the way, you know, they dress him, you know, his pants, and when he was going knocking to the door, and he was, you know, a child molester, or everything, it makes me laugh like hell. And I think when I'm in bad mood, I have to put this movie again to watch.
Yeah.
All right, so you loved it. What's the score?
It was very nice.
Okay. We got to wrap it up. We got to wrap it up, Mom. What's your score?
My score, I can give it 4, but at least,
4?
you know, because I can, you know, I did not give it 5 because don't mess with Jesus again.
Could
Because-
you do 4.5?
I was going to give it 5 because the dialogue, it was very nice.
Wait. You're not gonna give it 5 because why?
Because don't mess around Jesus again.
But because he says you don't fuck with the Jesus, you're gonna give it a 4 instead of a 5?
You lose a falafel for that?
Make him show her shirt.
He's a child molester or something like that.
But they're not saying Jesus Christ is a child molester. The guy's name was Jesus in the movie.
Let's see the shirt, Mom.
Let's see your shirt. Show us your shirt. Okay. All right, Mom. Thank you. Say goodbye to Eddie.
Bye, Mrs. G.
Bye, Eddie. Good luck.
I'll see you in Hawaii.
We'll see you in
I'll
Hawaii.
post your address on my Twitter.
Oh, man.
Welcome.
Okay, bye, Mom. Love you.
I hope she ends up at Lebowski Fest this year.
Love everybody. She loves everybody.
Love you, love you.
Except you in the chat. You know who you are.
Bye, Mom.
Is somebody not nice to Mom?
No, I mean, I
Love
just
you too.
assume somebody's being a dick. Hey, let's get Eddie. You got to do a quick paint job of me.
Okay, bye.
You're gonna draw
I gotta draw.
a portrait of me. We got an
shit.
easel.
It's like a wall of fame.
And we got some markers. And then you're gonna do it in under a minute while we wrap up the
Yeah,
show.
he was supposed to be doing that during the movie review. Huh?
We don't. There's no supposed to do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
Wait,
no
so
rules.
what got a 5? If that got a 4, was it American History X? Remember
She
gave
gave something a 5.
what was
I
it?
Forget.
don't remember.
Was it X?
Remember, it was.
It was a movie that should have got a 5. It was like
There Will Be Blood?
There Will Be Blood.
There Will
maybe
Be
got a
Blood
5,
got a
but then she
5.
gave another 5.
Am I starting?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and draw me. You got a minute, and you got to sign it at
Everything
the
she
end.
was saying, you would think that would be a 5. You know,
I know. What's the chat saying? Did they respond to any of this? Is
Yeah,
anyone
a lot
in
of
there?
people. Yeah, there's a few people here. Everybody loves Eddie. They all want to buy his school bus for $500.
Eddie, if you sold it, I bet you would have a few buyers. But the show is still on, so if they want to see the Bingle Bus, the Bingle Show, and the Bingle Bus in the Bingle Show, when you drop new eps?
Just go. There's a new one every single week. Go on iTunes. It's called The Bingle Show.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can find everything on eddyift.com.
Are there any white
Idiot.com.
people involved with it?
Everyone's
I
white.
can't watch. I can't watch.
Everyone's
Yeah.
one.
I can't do that.
No, a
more
lot
white
of
shows for
Mexicans.
me.
A lot of Mexicans.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
else they saying in
type
there?
of-
They're saying They love your outfit, Kassem. Just kidding, they don't.
Why not? That's a
They
cool
think,
shirt. I like this shirt.
I think it's great.
I
They
think
also
it's cool.
They also think they think Eddie looks like Dave England from Jackass.
He does. You get that, right?
You get that a little bit.
Especially when you're talking about poop.
Oh yeah, that
just
guy
adds
can
to
that
it.
guy can shit anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best shitters we have.
And
Best shitters of
also,
our generation.
I'd like to make Destination the Lizard King.
Destination.
Dez.
We've actually played PUBG with Dez.
Oh.
Yeah. He deserves
And if
it.
you guys are into games, we do a live stream after every Thursday except last Thursday on twitch.tv/KassemG. Peter has actually been playing PUBG.
Yeah.
And Peter, I would love to talk to you a little bit about what it is about this game and not other games
Well,
that you seem to love.
I'm a little worried about playing it anymore because I've got this weird vibe that it's just Russians seeing how we would act, and they're just like saving all of our data.
Oh.
Because it's too Russian.
It's very Russian.
It's
Well, all the
very
city
Russian.
names are very Russian. Pachinki,
Yeah.
Vladiznaya.
I'm worried they're
those
just
are
like
prison.
tracking what we do so that they can kill us just with drones super easy.
Big data.
Wow. All right.
Major
Well,
data.
So I think I'm out. I'll play one today though.
well, if you guys want to play with me and Peter and Omar, and then Vinny also does behind the scenes on twitch.tv/VinnyBruiser. It's the back of our heads being streamed live from his iPhone 5.
5S.
Sorry, I am so sorry. And you guys can follow Eddie at Eddie Ifft on Twitter. I know you're not done. We're gonna do a reveal at the very end. Your Instagram is at Eddie Ifft.
Yes.
Links are in the
And
description.
EddieIff.com. Make sure you guys check out and watch his show, The Bingle Show, because even though Jason's not on it right now, you never know, he may come back on. And it's a show, well, I've been in early versions. I haven't been on the official Bingle Show, just by the way. I'm just saying, like, I'll come on and do that for you, but
I think we can make it happen.
thank you.
Talk to my people.
Peter Gilroy, you can find him at Peter Gilroy
I had
on
weed
Twitter.
on me this whole time. Thank
And
you.
just put it there for my dog to find.
Yeah.
Instagram at Peter Gilroy, YouTube.com/Peter Gilroy. You guys can find sketches from the Bath Boys. A lot of those guys are good. I wish they would come on the show.
Check out. I'm here to promote something actually. I really want to promote. I'm here to promote. thing.
I'm getting a bug out of here. Yeah, if it's a movie, I don't want you to promote it.
It's good. Check out episode 25 of the Kassem Show.
Yeah. Everybody go share that shit right now.
I'm really proud of it.
You guys can check out Peter Gilroy at #RealityHigh on Netflix.
Yeah.
Have you?
I watched it. I watched it.
I didn't because I watched Baby Driver instead.
That was last week.
Yeah,
It's a great movie.
Baby
great
Driver was a great
Great
movie.
It's a
flip.
great movie.
But
Great
Peter Gilroy,
flip.
very funny from what I understand in Reality High. And
Some small bits.
some small bits. Vinny Bruiser at twitch.tv. That's Vinny Bruiser. Omar, you can find at Uthmar on Instagram. Best
show.
Omar ever on Twitter. John Na is at John Nana. John Nana on Instagram. And that's it. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see what Eddie's got here.
John,
Let's turn it
which
around.
camera should he point the art to?
Okay. So
Nice.
here's Eddie's interpretation.
Ice inside.
Now I got.
Are you getting the art, Chris?
I gotta say, you really have me well endowed here, which I can look past the ISIS flag.
More pink than you would think.
And I do not drink water. And I do not drink enough
Yeah,
water.
too many electrolytes.
In the woods. That's the
You
scene
are
in the woods where
overdoing it on the Gatorade.
This is too much coffee. That's
pee's hurting
actually
my
what
eyes.
my pee looks like. After a vitamin B and some coffee all day, that's what my piss looks like.
I like your
Cause
fresh
acid
sneaks, and one of my favorite things about you has always been your left love handle.
Yeah, just specifically the left one. Well, hey, thanks so much for coming. It was great
Thank
to
you.
have
Thanks
you.
for having
Thanks
me,
for
bud.
talking shit with us.
Yes.
And big shout out to Amy Finnerty, who's been watching the show off camera the whole time. But
I felt her.
she's here. We miss her. And that's it. We'll see you guys in episode 27. I'm going to go hang out with my daughter, my only child, right now.
Yeah, it's the whole family.
Okay.
I'm a
So
bad
long.
uncle. I'm a bad uncle. I'm a bad uncle.
What do you do?
This was
What do you
live.
do
I didn't
when
even
your
know
friend
that.
forgets to